Hey guys, in this video I want to show you a really easy way to make simple models that look amazing using decals and trim sheets. Let's get started. So let me quickly show you what exactly a trim sheet is so you have an idea, okay? So I'm just going to add in a cylinder here, and what we're going to do is add a trim sheet to it, and I'll show you how to do all this shortly. But let me just quickly do it here. Just to show you what it is. So basically whenever you add in a trim sheet, what it does is it overlays this texture on a model. So although the model is extremely simple, as you can see there's only 188 tries on this one. If we go into material mode, this is actually an overlaid texture. You can imagine, if I modeled every bit and piece of this myself, the poly count would be much higher. So for example, since this is a texture, this can be a super simple model that looks a little bit more complex instead of having to, go in here and like physically cuts our own detail. You see what I mean? Instead of having to do that, the trim sheet's doing it for us via a texture. So this is why a lot of video games use this technique, because it gives you this really elegant looking detail while keeping the poly count very low. Now for what I do with concept work, aside from video game assets, what I like to do is use this just to quickly texture my models and not spend too much time making these unnecessary details, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's quickly make a simple model here. I'm going to add in a cylinder, give this like 100 vertices to make it nice and smooth. And we're just going to make just a cool looking cylindrical shape, nothing crazy. Maybe we'll come up here. And you're going to see how easy this is. You just make really simple models look amazing. So I'm going to add in something like that. Maybe scale that a bit on the Z. And then maybe introduce some bevels here. Just to kind of make this look a little bit more dynamic and visually appealing. And maybe here on the bottom we can extend that down a bit. And I don't know, this is pretty cool. You know what? I'll just go ahead and symmetrize this on the Z axis as well, like that. Now we're going to kind of have this cool looking little cylindrical shape. So let's say I wanted to quickly texture this, make this look a lot more intricate than it really is. So we're going to do that using trim sheets. Now I'm going to be using Decal Machine to apply these trims. It's way quicker. And I think Decal Machine comes with a default trim sheet, but it doesn't have a lot of details on it. So if you want, we actually have a pack for sale on our website called the Ultimate Trim Sheet and Decal Pack. There is a ton in there, and that's basically the only pack you need for all your detailing you do in Blender. So I'll link that in the description. But basically what you need to do is you need to alt-click on a strip of faces here like this. And this is where we're going to add the detail. So if I want to add detail right here, what we're going to do is go into our Decal Machine menu. Now by default I believe that's the D key, but I actually remapped mine to the V key. So just search for Decal Machine. And here in the options, I just changed mine to the letter V. This will open the Decal Machine menu because I don't have the letter V mapped to anything. So if I press the V key here, you're going to see I have a lot of our different trim sheets here. Now our pack actually contains non-textured and textured versions. So for example, if I wanted to use a non-textured version, let's try this BB Trim 3 for example. If I alt-click on one of these previews, you're going to see we get a nice little trim sheet detail. Now make sure you actually go into material mode, you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to alt click on one of these and you're going to see a detail is going to pop up. And if I hold control, I can scroll through all of the different details on here. It's pretty cool. Now make sure you don't click on the actual detail. If you just click, for example, if I don't hold alt and I just click it, it actually applies to the entire thing and the rest of it isn't unwrapped properly. So you need to make sure whenever you're using a new trim sheet, you alt click it so you don't have that issue. So let's just control scroll through here and just find a detail that I like. I have a bunch of different ones. And like I said, there's so many different packs you can choose from in here. If you don't like that particular one, you can try this one for example. It's a nice little detail. And then what I can do if I want to use the same trim on a different area, this time we don't have to actually hold the alt key again, or it's going to override that one. So this time we can just click and we can hold control to scroll through and just keep introducing new detail. So maybe up here I could do like like another strip. So if I'm using another trim pack, let's try maybe this trim 8. I'm gonna scroll through. Anyways, you can do a detail like that, and it looks pretty cool. So you're gonna see in just a few seconds, I was able to get this intricate looking detail on the model without actually modeling anything. And you could still manipulate, you know, your roughness values if you want. You could drop the roughness or increase it. You can make it metallic if you wanted to, which is pretty cool. You're gonna need to make sure you actually do that for both of the trim sheet materials. So if I wanted to make this one metallic, I could do that. And you can kind of get some nice contrast by kind of changing the color on the different trim packs we have here. So maybe that one's a bit brighter, which is pretty cool. This one could be a bit darker. Then you have this nice contrast of detail. And it's a really easy way to get these cool looking effects. Then maybe what I could do is introduce an HDRI and, you know, kind of preview this in rendering mode and just see how it looks out of curiosity. Looks really nice, and at the on the base level, it's just a simple cylinder. I want to show you another really cool solution to get a textured look to your models. So if you guys have the Definitely Eevee material system by Chip Walters, I'd highly recommend you get it. Basically what you can do is you can plug in this add-on with the free KitOps version, and you're going to get like all these different material presets that you can just use. So for example, if I wanted like a dirty material here, what I could do is go to the CW Dirty, choose like, I don't know, one of these, like the Dirty Up, click Add Material, and you can actually tweak the effect of this material in the shader editor. So for example, I can make this like, I think by default it's like orange, but if you drag this to the white value, you can kind of get like a grayer, more grayscale color. You can also change the amount. So if you want it to be like a slight amount of dirt, you could do that. You could also change like the scale of the dirt, and you can also change the height of the dirt. So it's, you know, more on the bottom, like an accumulation of dirt. Really cool. We can make this a little bit on the tan side as well. That will look kind of cool. And then what you can actually do is you can stack our textured trim sheets to kind of match with this. Now, when you're using this, usually what I do, if I want to make a trim detail, is I make like a slice. For example, I just press the X key here with box cutter, and let me apply that. And basically what I could do on this one is I could add in one of our textured trims. And the reason I want to use a textured one is because the one that isn't textured, or the ones that aren't textured, are going to look a little bit weird. As you can see here, let's give this a non-textured trim sheet. It's not going to match very well, see what I mean? But if we use a textured one, for example, I'll just click on that. It's going to actually blend in very nicely with that dirt effect that we got using Definitely Eevee material system. So pretty cool stuff, and it tends to match pretty well. Now if you want to, you know, make this fuse a little bit nicer, you could even add in like, you could kind of try to match the color here. So for example, maybe I use like a different trim on this one. Could go to like one of these, and then what I could do on the main material just to make it, you know, match a little bit better is I could perhaps change the color again. So we'll just go for like a darker, more grayscale type of color, and now it's going to match a lot better with that trim. It's going to look pretty clean. So this is a really easy way to make simple models and texture them in just a few seconds. And you could even add in like maybe add in a plane down here. Just give it a nice contrast from the actual environment. You know, make a floor for it. Make that a bit darker, a bit more reflective. And you're going to have these super simple models in just a few minutes. Could even drop in some lighting here with hard ops and just try to light that up a bit more. Super cool stuff. So if you're just trying to make simple models but make them look intricate and make them look good, this is a really easy way to do it. You can spend a few minutes modeling and then use the our trim sheets to kind of texture them nicely. And you could also use other add-ons like Definitely Eevee material system to get the really nice dirty effects on your models in just a few minutes. Trying to model all of this detail in manually would be a headache, and it would take way too long, which is why I really suggest using trim sheets whenever you can. So pretty cool stuff. I'm also going to link Ryu's video on this subject as well. He just released it a few days ago, I think, and it has a lot of cool tips in there as well that I think you'll enjoy. And like I said, I'll link everything in the description if you want to pick up the packs I mentioned in this video. That's about it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop me a like, and I'll see you in the next one.